Hello everyone, I'm Trisha, it's me Jenny, and it's time for another not naked video response to Trisha Hershberger's series The Naked Truth, where we talk as candidly as possible about the subject of her choosing. I need to make a couple of minor announcements to begin with. Obviously, people who watch this know that I don't tend to do this naked. I just wear the clothes that I wouldn't normally wear outside, so that's usually jammies. Also, you can probably tell by the fact that my hair is frizzy but dry that I haven't just gotten out the shower. I'm not wearing any makeup, which you can probably tell by how bad my complexion is. But I got out the shower several hours ago and jumped over to film my video for The Naked Truth, having thought of what I was going to say, and my camera ran out of battery about 30 seconds in, so my camera's been charging and it's now very late. I really want to go to bed, but as I've thought through what I was going to say, I want to get this filmed at the same time, so I apologise. No makeup, hair not wet, not directly out the shower, but I promise I haven't done anything particularly body improving wise in the last couple of hours. So this week's subject is dating and why it sucks. And to be honest, I've said it before, I'm not a romantic, I've never been in love, and I don't have that much experience in the dating world. I've been genuinely incredibly content being single for the last few years, and I'm not looking for a relationship at the moment in the romantic capacity. For me, I've done, in terms of my dating experience, I've done the walk and talk date, I've done the holding hands and snuggling on the sofa date and watching movies, I've done the socially hanging out as a couple with a group of friends, I've done the dinner date, and I've done the movie date. And I've never really done the exciting date where everything's like the first date and you do something really active. I've never really done that, and perhaps that's one of the reasons why none of my relationships have been particularly exciting. But it's just one of those things where it's just an experience that I haven't really had. And right now, one of the things Trisha said was that you have to learn to love yourself in order to be with someone else, and I'm at a point where I'm very comfortable with myself, and it sounds really selfish, but this is the naked truth, so I gotta be truthful. So it sounds really selfish, but I'm very content being myself and being happy with myself as I am at the moment. And if and when I feel like I'm ready for a relationship, I'm very content, very happy to go out and look for one, and I'm confident that if I'm searching, whether it be via internet dating or IRL or whatever, when I feel comfortable to start looking for a relationship with a significant other, I'm sure I will find one. There are plenty of fish in the sea, and I'm confident that if I were to look for one, I would find one. Similarly, if in my very small pool of current acquaintances I were to meet someone who was available and there is that spark that people talk about, then I would be very interested to pursue a relationship with that person if they are eligible. But I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. That being said, it's down to the situation. I can't predict how the future will lead. But right now I'm very content being myself, and I'm very happy with the benefits of being single, like being able to flop around in your bed and not having to share it, and all of those little things, like not having to ask permission to do extra hours at work or hang out or stay up late or have weird meals in the middle of the night without waking someone else up. I like the freedom that comes without that particular level of social commitment to a single individual. That being said, I'm sure that sooner or later I will get that craving for a relationship. I'm sure I will, because that's what happens. But until I get that point where I want it, I'm very content being single. And I think one of the things I will have to do, one of the things that I know has failed in my previous relationship, is it's all well and good having those dates where you talk and you discuss family and pets and all those things, but as Trisha explained about her first and best date, her best first date was that it was all the questions that you never talk about. And I think that is such a brilliant idea, because I know in my previous relationships, which, as I said, were not perfect relationships, I definitely wasn't in love, but we never really communicated properly. So I think one of the reasons why dating sucks is because everyone's so intent on making a great first impression that they hold back so much of themselves, and it's not lying, but it's not being truthful. And I think in order to actually build a proper relationship, you've got to start from a place of trust, and open, genuine conversation, not just the pleasantries and the day-to-day A to Bs. It's got to actually be a conversation about each other and how you feel. Like, one of my relationships, I wasn't sure whether or not we were dating until it was put on Facebook. Like, it's that sort of level of, you know, we've held hands and we've kissed and we've, you know, hung out a couple of times and I don't know. And it's a very teenage mentality. God, this is very rambly. It's the naked truth. Woo! So awkward. So incredibly awkward. Yeah. So, words and stuff and things. Dating sucks because you're putting on a persona of the best person you can be to try and attract that other person, and you're being put in that awkward situation. I think the best way to get rid of that awkwardness is to admit it to yourself and admit it to the other person you're with. Say, hey, it's really awkward, but at least we're having a good time doing something. And I definitely recommend doing something active and something together where you can actually get to know each other on something more than just an A to B of conversation, and not sit there in silence. Because as nice as it is to snuggle up on the sofa and be content with one another, you do need to actually get to know someone and get to know their negatives as well as their positives. But wow, I talked way more than I intended to talk. This was not in the plan. All the stuff that I was going to talk about in my previous take, it's completely gone out the window and has been replaced by very, very sleepy rambliness. I'm very tired. I'm literally going to turn off this camera and roll over and go to bed. But there we go. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I am not straight out the shower, but I promise that I am being honest and very boring self. Wow, I'm tired. Feel free to comment down below if you thought this was a rambling and incoherent mess. Be honest with me. And I will see you guys all next week for another Naked Truth. Thank you, Trisha, for being you and being the wonderful pool of knowledge that you are, and a great sense of positivity for all of our Naked Army type peoples. It's a really good venting system, I've got to say. And yeah, I'm just going to just stop talking now. See you guys soon. Bye guys.